Hi, I'm Josh Smith, an ambassador for children's mental health charity Place2Be and a presenter as well. And for Children's Mental Health Week, we are meeting some very familiar faces who will talk about their growth stories. And today we are joined by one of our most successful athletes, full stop. It's Andy Lewis MBE. Well, we're here to talk about your own personal growth story today and the kind of journey you've been on to get to where you are sitting here before me. But when you were a child, did you ever imagine you'd get to where you are today and all the things that you've achieved?
No, not really, mate. I think one of the things I remember when I was at school, I really struggled in school. I later on in life came to realise and had an assessment that I was dyslexic and ADHD, and have ADHD. So, but actually, when I was at school, those things weren't picked up as easy as they are today. And I really struggled in school. So, but one thing I did know, mate, is as soon as the doors were open, as soon as it was playtime, that was all I was interested in, just being outside, running around, doing something active, because I just found that was my place to be. Hey, do you like that?
I love it.
I never ever thought that I would ever become a Paralympic, World, European, British triathlon champion. I just knew that I always liked to push myself and have goals and small objectives to work towards. So, yeah.
For you, as an athlete, as a person, you've had so many obstacles that have been thrown at you in your life, both mentally and also physically. How have you coped with those obstacles?
You have to learn to adapt. You have to learn to just adapt. And sometimes it's really difficult, but you've just got to accept some things and move on. When I was training for the last Paralympic Games, I became very fixated on other people's training, other people, what they were doing in their downtime. I lost my way in actually thinking more about me, you know? So I've just learned to adapt and manage situations where I go, right, what can I control? What can't I control?
When did you first become an athlete, and when did you realize you had the desire to become one? And how has being an athlete helped you process different emotions and things you've been through as well?
I'm a massive believer in fate, you know? And when I had that accident, I got run over by a lorry when I was 16. I went underneath a truck, 38-ton lorry. I watched the London 2012 Paralympics. I remember seeing this guy, Johnny Peacock, running in the athletics. And I was like, I want to have a go at that. We started to do events where I started raising money, managed to get the money up together. I bought a running blade. The first day I bought it, I got home and I put it on and I ran 5 kilometers. My leg was in pieces when I got back, but I was just like, so wanted to run. That's all I wanted to do, you know? And I didn't know I was going to do triathlon, to be honest. Initially, I went to do athletics. But as I had some of ADHD, running around in circles continuously on a track just blew my mind. So someone said to me, well, why don't you ever go to triathlon? Because then you get to do 3 different sports. And if you get bored of running, you can have a go at biking. If you get bored of biking, you can go for a swim. That's how it evolved. And then British Triathlon sort of noticed me and said, do you want to become part of the world-class performance program? Yeah, just sort of evolved from there and become an athlete. Over the next couple of years, I started racing and training continuously, pushing myself to limits I never even know I could push myself to. And 2015, I won the 2015 I won the British title in triathlon at Eton Dorney, and then went on to become European champion, world champion. So going into the Paralympics as a favourite to win Paralympic gold, and then honoured with an MBE in 2016.
For you then, given those sacrifices that you made to get to that position and the sheer self-belief that you had to have to get yourself on that Paralympic podium and have that gold medal around your neck, like, how incredible did that moment feel, given everything that you've been through and the growth that you've been through to get there?
The start of the race, just so we know this, and not a lot of people do, 3 days before we I had to go and compete in the main event on Copacabana Beach in Rio de Janeiro. I didn't want to do it. I'd done everything, all that training, all that. I didn't want to do it. I completely broke down under the pressure and all the hype from the media. And I'll never forget that, the time of me being, I've got a picture of it in my memory of me stood on that pontoon with the medal, holding onto it, lifting it up above my neck like that. And just, you can just see the, I wasn't tearful, but you can just see the raw grit and emotion in my face. Like, I've done it.